Good day. Um, so I woke up irresponsibly early this morning, and so I went for a run. And the reason I'm going for a run is because I'm doing the Run the Month campaign fundraiser for Prostate Cancer UK. Yesterday I talked about prostate cancer and getting checked out and things like that. And so yesterday, and it was largely because I hadn't run for a while, and I got to a stage probably about 3 kilometers in where I just basically was done. I could only walk. I really did not feel tip top about the whole situation, and I tried to pit pat my way home a little bit, but I did a very poor job. This morning, I ran 5 kilometers. I could have probably done a few more 100 yards. And yes, I did have a little few walks, just like a couple of 100 yards of walks about 3 times. But other than that, I ran for 5 kilometers, which is nice. And you can see that on the link below where my page is for sponsorship, should you wish to sponsor me throughout this month. And you can check my progress. And there it is. So what was going on? What was different about today that was not what was going on yesterday? It wasn't the temperature. It wasn't my energy levels, like the amount of food I'd eaten. I wasn't particularly tired, even though I got up early. What was going on? Arguably, I was slightly more tired, in fact. So all other things being equal, the only difference was that I ran somewhat slower. Now, I've done endurance walking before, and yeah, you can walk slowly, but if you walk slowly, it's just dreadfully tiring because you're on your feet for longer. And there's a problem with running that I was doing yesterday that I wasn't doing today, and that was I was running too fast. And I was running too fast, and I was not working efficiently. Just like trying to run around in blooming revving your engine. It's not in the most efficient spot. There's a point at which your body is working most efficiently. It's not slowly, and it's not hell for leather, but you have to achieve the tasks. In a survival situation, you have to achieve the tasks. But what you don't want to do is burn the shit out of your calories and then find you can't do anything more. What you need to do is get things done without going through all your calories, but done in an amount of time that will mean they actually get done in a amount of time that you actually need them to be done. You wouldn't want to make a shelter over the period of 3 hours, for instance, because that would take way too long. You've got other things to be doing than making a shelter for a few hours. So what's going on? There's efficiency of the body. There is a range, and there's a point in the middle, not the middle, but there is a point in the middle at which point you're working most efficiently. And yes, if you have a time critical task, you do need to maybe get a wiggle on and use more energy. But you really don't need to go disastrously fast, which is what I did yesterday, and I did burn out. I burnt out, all done. My heart was going 174 was my maximum heart rate, which was not what we wanted at all. And yeah, this is all dependent on your fitness and all of the practice at a particular discipline. Just because you're a great swimmer doesn't mean you're a great walker. Doesn't mean you're a great walker. It doesn't mean you're a great weightlifter. Whatever it might be, your chosen thing might make you more efficient at that. However, day to day, can you imagine taking all of your tasks in the day and running them? You'll be way too tired. So it's like a car. It's the human body. It's like any system that has energy in and work out. There is a sweet spot that you have to find where it's most efficient and you're not burning calories or wasting time. And that's the balance. It's time and calories. And these are some of the survival variables. I don't know if you've been reading anything that I've done, but there are a few variables in survival. There are only a handful, and time and energy are two of them. And in this particular example, they are opposite factions, and there will be a sweet spot in the middle. But it will depend on your general fitness, the amount of type of food you've eaten, etc. So, any questions? Tell me all about it. If you want to keep up with this little bit of series on my running exploits and all these survival-y things that I think about whilst I'm running, get subscribing to this bad boy. And yeah, if you can, throw me a donation or throw me a comment, throw a little like, whatever it may be, to give me a little bit of a encouragement. That would be wonderful. Until tomorrow with a new story, good night.